Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the XCast. My name is Ryan, aka Gold to Rust, and I'm joined by my friends Joe.
Also known as Flak Jacket Joe. Also with us today, we've got Eric.
Also known as Danny Tripod. And to start off, what have you guys been playing?
Fuck, I've been playing Overwatch like everyone else on fucking planet Earth at this point.
You suck.
You fucking
suck.
what, me? You suck. You're the one who plays like 30 seconds of a match and gets uber fucking triggered, so don't...
That's because I suck.
You suck.
You
I
suck.
suck at that game.
You all suck.
Fuck you. You don't even play Overwatch.
Okay. So you've been playing Overwatch. What's been good with Overwatch, man?
I mean, competitive season 2 is out, which improved. Well, it's been out for quite a while, but it's improved everything from the last season, and it's pretty much one of the most fun aspects of Overwatch. It's just hop in where everyone actually plays their role correctly and works togetger. It's a lot of fun. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I mean, I've also been playing Destiny because the Rise of Iron came out like a couple days ago. So I've been grinding the shit out of that, and it's been fucking awesome. But I'll talk about that some other time because I could just go on.
Especially with
I could
Overwatch.
seriously.
You're freaking...
Well, not Overwatch. I can go on about Destiny at this point about how awesome Rise of Iron is, regardless of the short story.
I see.
What have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of Doom. These past like 1 or 2 days, I've been playing some Doom. I've been really loving it. Kind of waiting for the new update to Doom. Yeah, kind of waiting for the new update to come out to where you can get like arcade style type of deal and all that. I mean, there's a whole plethora of things that I'm looking forward to that they're gonna bring to the table that I really can't wait for them to put out there. I love playing Doom in general because I love violence and I love blood and gore and shooting and guns. So blood is just, I'm not blood, Doom right there. Doom
Blood
is
is
just,
so good. Blood is amazing.
Blood
I gotta
is
have
awesome.
my violent fix. I gotta have my violent fix, you know. Gotta have my violent fix.
Yeah, that's why I
I've been
regret
playing
letting my
that
friend
and
borrow
the
mine.
I've been trying to get into that Star Trek MMO, the Star Trek Online. I've been really trying to get into that.
Is it any good?
I haven't played it enough to really give you an evaluation yet. I've only gone through like 2 missions, and I just got my own ship. So there's really a bunch of stuff I have to do yet before I can even really say it's any good or not. But as far as from what I've researched on it, from what I've actually played so far, it's got a whole lot of features. The ship gameplay is like you gotta like control your speed and of the ship, and like you can't overheat anything. And some weapons recharge, and some weapons, all this other stuff. The space gameplay is just really like, if you're a Star Trek fanboy, if you're a Trekkie, then you'll be super into this game, because this game, it nails a lot, like the sounds alone, and it nails that to a T. It also nails the atmosphere, the lore. There's a ton of lore behind this MMO, and I haven't really gotten to a really good MMO from Neverwinter. I mean, I used to play Neverwinter a lot, and that was a lot of fun.
Neverwinter was fun.
Yeah. But after all the friends I played with stopped playing it, was like, oh, okay, well, now what do? It's not called a massive single player online, you know?
Massive single player? Oh, you mean No Man's Sky?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking No Man's Disappointment.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah,
we'll
dude,
bitch about that later.
We'll bitch about that.
But yeah, dude, I mean, it's a pretty cool thing. It's a Star Trek Online. It's super cool, and I can't wait to really dive into it a lot more. So, but other than that, dude, Doom all the way. Freaking Doom. Love Doom. Doom fanboy.
It's the greatest.
And here I am, just still playing my ass off on Fallout 4 on the PC. Holy shit. It is so much fun when you add mods into the mix. Holy fuck. And I just installed this texture mod that makes everything darker.
Mods are the only reason I even went back after beating the game 3 times. Mods were the only reason I even went back and played it again.
I still have not beat the campaign, and I kind of fucked up this playthrough.
And how long have you been playing this?
Well, there's so much shit to do. Like, you can build shit, you can kill shit.
I'm gonna be
And,
honest
like-
about the building thing. It's cool. It's nice.
But
It's
Building-
boring. It
Yeah.
really is.
I
It's
I
really
still
boring.
enjoy Minecraft. Cough, cough. Guilty pleasure. Yeah, I know. Fuck off. But
Yeah, my Minecraft junkie.
but
What are you, 5?
what if I?
Yeah.
No, because I don't bitch about every little thing. I just like building shit.
That's the only reason I play it.
Which, you know, if you want to see some of the bullshit that some of my friends and I have made on Minecraft on the PC, I do encourage you to go check out my channel, Flackjack and Joe on YouTube.
I'm gonna go break your diamond sword.
Oh, fuck diamond swords when I've got an MG42.
Dude, that's a threat. That is like, you need to report that. That was mean.
You were
Uncalled
mean
for.
to me. Oh my god, stop it.
I'm not
No,
trying to
but
be
the
mean
whole-
to you.
The whole settlement building thing, to me, it was cool at first, and now it's just really boring. And
What?
when it came to the DLCs that came out, Far Harbor, fucking great, but
I
I didn't want the stupid settlement building DLCs.
I
Those are just
never got
dumb.
any of the DLCs. I still haven't. But
Well,
I kind of
They're
fucked
all
up this
good.
playthrough.
They're all good. Settlement
The-
ones are just boring. Just add stuff to build, I guess.
The biggest problem I have with mods is that they can fuck with your game quite badly.
Yeah, like
And-
really bad.
And, like, for example, when you chase after Kellogg, we won't go too much into detail about who he is, but
Oh,
at a
come on.
point-
That game's been out for a while. Everyone's played Fallout.
yeah, but for the
Kellogg
few
is
that-
one of the main antagonists.
Yeah.
There you go.
For the few who haven't, he's
Spoiler
one of the
alert,
main-
he's a bad guy.
I entered the room, and I'm not sure if it was a mod or whatnot, but immediately he started just fucking shooting at me instead of having the whole conversation you're supposed to have.
It just shot you.
I was just like, what the fuck, man? So, you know, of course, kill him. And the other bad part is that I've somehow killed off the entirety of the, what the fuck, the rainbow, or the railroad people.
Oh, I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I-
I didn't
I
mean
just-
to, but it just kind of... My gun went off, and shit went south. Yeah, it just... They're all dead. They're
Shit
Speaking of,
got real. Just shit got real
speaking-
in general.
Yeah, speaking of slaughtering an entire faction, you guys seen the Gears of War 4 trailer?
Oh, hell, the game overlords for that game.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. And then,
Oh,
like, I
okay.
feel like this trailer is really banking on getting a lot more people's attention with the "Is
Oh, yeah.
Marcus gonna die?" thing.
No, I
which-
hope to God. No. We talked about that earlier, dude. I hope to God Marcus doesn't die. I told you, man, he's a freaking part of that game. It's like, if you
He's the
kill him,
legend.
it's like, yeah, if you like
He's
kill
like
him, it's
Master Chief. How
it's
the
like
fuck
killing
would
off
you kill him
Jax.
off?
Yeah, it's
Well-
like killing off Jackson on Sons of Anarchy. You can't take away the part of that like that deal. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I think I read somewhere that the next Halo, Halo 6, is supposed to be the last of the Reclaimer series.
Yeah, because
So-
it's just it's meant to just be a trilogy, but I'm actually really excited what happens after Halo 6. What other trilogy they're gonna branch out into? Because I know Halo's not gonna stop because it's so filled with lore that it could just go on forever.
Oh yeah, like we could do a whole fucking podcast on just the lore behind Halo.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
totally
And-
willing to do a Halo podcast. one
I
day.
am too. There are so many reasons I hate Halo, but the lore behind it is not one of them, and we'll get into discussion about that on a later podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah, definitely.
What about the game, guy? I still talk about how awesome the game is, at least. I mean,
well, yeah, we
Yes.
can still.
Speaking
I
of how-
love how well polished Halo 5 was compared
It's
to
very well polished.
all the other games.
It gets a lot of flack for its story, but to be fair, everyone, we fell for it twice. Halo 2 did the same thing. The whole "I'm finishing this fight" ending that satisfied no one.
yeah.
They did the same exact kind of story thing in this one. So I would
Dude,
not be
no
angry
shit.
about it. It's just the same thing Halo's done before.
Same
Oh, no
shit,
kidding,
different
man.
day, you
The
know?
multiplayer is very, very fun.
I love Warzone. Like, I will play Warzone all night long.
I'll just play any kind of multiplayer and I'll enjoy the shit out of it.
I gotta
Uh,
reinstall it.
There's just please reinstall it. We'll play it later tonight.
You just
Like-
yeah, I might
Yeah.
get off work early tonight. I don't know. That's kind of like if not,
Yeah,
I
we'll
get off
play-
at midnight. My
Play a
time
bunch of
is-
Halo.
we could just play a bunch of Halo.
I'm
I mean-
totally down for that. Like,
I gotta look at my,
goal is to complete as much of the armory as I can until Halo 6 comes out.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking practically impossible challenge considering. That's another great thing about Halo 5. You go into the customization menu for your Spartan, and oh my god, there's so many options.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
think
Pages
I-
on pages.
I really don't think I have anything. Like last time I checked, I really don't think I had anything for armor or freaking weapons in general. Just
Well,
I really
shit,
don't think I had
install it, and we'll grind out
Yeah,
and
we'll
firefight.
grind,
They're doing a
'cause-
new thing where they're releasing mythic packs where you get super rare, super powerful weapons for 100,000 credits.
Yeah, if it was 10,000 credits, it'd be a lot easier. But
Yeah,
100,000, I mean, what we grinded what?
for like a day, 2
It
days
was a couple
maybe.
of days, yeah, and I managed to get it, and so did you.
Yeah, and
And it was-
Warzone gives you gold packs after every round sometimes, so you'll still get
Sometimes.
armor and stuff along the way. So yeah, just reinstall
Oh
it.
my
We'll play
God.
some firefight tonight and
Yeah.
get you some stuff.
I'll check on my
Um,
memory. I'll really check on my memory because
Well,
there's
I'm
a
sure
bunch.
there's something you could delete. You know.
I'm pretty sure there
Cough,
is,
cough.
but there's so many things coming out here in the later future that I really want to get. Like not for instance, For Honor, that's one of them. I
When
gotta
does
get
it come out
that.
next year?
I gotta get it comes out next year, but I gotta get
But
Attack
then we
on
got
Titan.
like 3 games coming out
Yeah.
next month of
Yeah.
I've got to get
you know,
I've got to get the Rise of the Tomb
Titanfall,
Raider.
Gears.
Yeah.
You're saying things that are coming out for a long time.
Right.
You're not realizing the things coming right around the corner. We
Yeah,
got
like
Gears of War 4, Battlefield 1,
Titanfall.
Titanfall.
Well, that's the thing, dude.
Gears.
Here's
Yeah.
where here's I'm going to be in a tough spot. Hear me out. Here's where I'm going to be in a tough spot. Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, Gears 4, the Rise of the Tomb Raider like mansion DLC that I want to get. Freaking all this stuff comes out in 1 month. I ain't freaking made of money, dude.
Yeah,
Same,
neither
man.
am I.
Like this is ridiculous. I can only. I'm debating right now. Unless I get some extra money or work overtime, I can
Cough,
only
cough.
choose
Pour yourself,
one of
cough,
those
cough.
3.
What? Nothing.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I heard that.
I bet you
But
did.
no, I can only choose one of the 3 next month. Either Gears of War, Battlefield, or fucking Titanfall.
And I
Titanfall's
know-
out of the question, in my opinion.
Oh, I've
Like,
already made my.
Titanfall is going to be a good game. Like, their alpha tech test was hella fun
Pretty
to
good.
play. Like, I enjoyed the
Oh, yeah.
fuck out of it.
Oh yeah,
and-
their alpha test was pretty good.
Battlefield is always going to have a special place in my heart because I played it all the way since Battlefield 1942. So I'm really excited to be going back to Battlefield, or going back to World War
War
with
One.
Battlefield. Playing the beta, yeah, it had its little problems, especially the start menu freeze, hovering bullets, and other various aspects. But you know, I still thoroughly enjoyed the game. The game was fun as shit, and I enjoy the time period, and it's going to be fun. And one of the recent news articles I did hear or listen to was how the feedback over how Conquest had changed a little bit into more of a
It was basically a giant domination
yeah, it was
from
more
Call
basic
of Duty.
domination match.
Oh yeah.
People didn't like that, so they, within the feedback, apparently they're supposed to be changing it back to a more akin to what it was before, but still with little changes, which I'm fine with little changes.
Yeah, they don't have, from what I can remember, they don't have flag bleed anymore, but kills count towards score.
Yeah, which
Oh,
that'll
really?
be good.
Yeah.
Flag bleed I kind of liked, but
Especially
I
when you
can-
join every server ever in Battlefield now, it's always 500 tickets.
yeah, because flag bleed plus kills. Games would be over in a half a second, if they were only 200 tickets.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It might be what they'll do with just the kills affecting the main score. They'll probably, instead of... Because I think in the beta it was, 200, 300? Something like
300.
that?
No one
I
ever
bet-
really reached the score limit too much.
Most games I did. But granted, the whole behemoth play kind of fucks with the score. And one of the things, with the whole behemoth thing, that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to play the game, period. It's going to be a fun-ass
It's-
game.
It's gonna be fucking great. We already know.
I can't wait to try
It's
the
just-
campaign.
Oh yeah, the campaign's gonna be fucking
Oh,
great.
dude.
But
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to my situation, it's really hard between those two games of Gears of War and Battlefield. Because my heart set out to Gears of War due to all of the fantastic memories of co-op, horde mode, and shit like that.
Oh yeah, not to
And
mention they're
then
bringing back
there's-
horde mode.
Yeah, and then there's Battlefield. Actually going back and giving everyone a breath of fresh air. And it's
Yeah, no kidding.
really awesome.
Yeah, and plus, you know, with Titanfall, I mean, I think they are bringing back attrition, which.
Yes, they are bringing
Plus
back
the
attrition.
whole single-player campaign, that's going to be nice. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
looks really cool, yeah.
that's going to be interesting. Like, don't get me wrong, playing the campaign multiplayer style was an interesting idea and fun with
Yeah.
Titanfall, but
Oh yeah.
It ruined the story for anyone who would get their asses kicked.
exactly. So there's that issue.
I think that's why they're really leaning toward a single player based campaign, because they heard all the feedback from all the people that are like, "Hey, we're pissed off that the campaign's only online only. It sucks." And like, "All right, we're gonna give you something better." And they gave us, a single player based
Single-player
campaign.
campaign.
Yeah.
Well, the
A
other
friggin-
issue with it is too is that I mean there are plenty of people out there who don't have a dedicated internet all the time.
Yeah, that's why Final Fantasy got delayed another 2 months. Because they
And the
finished
lo-
the English version first, surprisingly. It's honestly kind of crazy, but they finished the English version first. They're very satisfied with everything. Like, it's all done. But they're like, there's still, like, a lot of kinks and stuff that we found, and we know a lot of people still don't have dedicated internet. So we're going to delay it for 2 months so everyone gets the day one patches and fixes, and no one's left out of the loop.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, like it's a really like they did a video thing and everything. Like the director, you could see he was upset. Like he's like, I don't want to have to fucking delay this again after 10 years. But he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we have to delay another 2 months for this reason. I was looking through the comments. They're like, everyone's like, yeah, it's a fucking bummer it's being delayed again, but it's only 2 months and it's a really good reason. Everyone was completely okay with it. But to be honest, it was just a very respectful thing all around, from fans to developer, everything. Like everyone was totally fine with it. They're like, that is a good thing to do. We're totally okay with that. We'll still wait.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it's. I wish more companies would do that. To be honest, like instead of just releasing all these patches and bug fixes, which I mean, it's good that they do that instead of just saying, "Well, you're fucked." It'd be nice if they
They
actually
need to
took
put more
extra
time into
and
bug
just
fixing.
fix the bugs in the first place. So when we start up a
Looking
game,
at you, Battlefield.
cough, cough. You know.
I know your multiplayer is gonna be fucking buggy.
Yeah, it always is, but
That's the fun of it.
yeah. I mean, that's the other thing too, though, is that some bugs and some shit like that can be fucking hilarious. And
Unless you're Rockstar 180 on bugs and glitches in GTA 5 and fucking get rid of all of them.
well, they did the same thing in GTA.
All the
4.
fun ones.
Like
No, they didn't
this-
get rid of all of them. They kept the swing set glitch because
No,
they
they
thought it
got
was
rid of
awesome.
it.
They got rid of the swing sets?
Yeah, they got rid of the swing set glitch.
When?
I don't know. I can't remember, but they got rid of it after a while. Um,
That's been there forever. I remember doing the swing set glitch before GTA 5 even came out. Like
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
a
they're-
week before it came out.
One of the biggest problems, though, is just like, especially with GTA 5, it's like I understand raising the prices for everything because of the whole money glitches, but they shouldn't have left them so high because it ruined the entire game.
That's why I got rid of it.
Yeah,
I got so bored because I couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you can't buy anything. You can't hell. It cost what $50,000 for a suit jacket. It's like what the fuck.
Yeah,
You know,
it was just fucking stupid. I didn't want to have to constantly grind for half-ass payments.
Right.
And
you
I was
could-
like, okay, like these don't pay out enough. No one will ever play heists
Yeah. you could
anymore
never
because
get-
everyone's already done it.
yeah.
So there's no point in playing anymore because I can't do anything unless I hand over $50 of my
Exactly.
real money.
So it basically turned it into a pay to play, which
Pretty
really
much.
fucking sucked.
Yeah,
And
don't get me started on that shit.
yeah, pay to
Dude,
play is
freaking
stupid.
don't.
I mean, some microtransactions are fine, but
Yeah, if it's mediocre shit that doesn't matter, like Destiny, where it's like, hey, you can pay a couple bucks for some new emotes if you want. Like, that's all you're
Yeah.
getting.
Oh,
I
that was
mean, you're not
bullshit.
really getting anything. How's that bullshit? I mean, you're not getting. It's a literal, like, hey, I mean, I guess I want that emote. I'll pay a couple bucks for it. Like, it's a completely optional emotes that do nothing in the game to affect anything.
Exactly. You're wasting money on something that does nothing for the game.
well, that's the thing. It's like
That's
that's how it
that's the
should be.
thing.
You
Yeah, it
should.
shouldn't affect the game because if it does, people are just gonna pay money to
It's
fucking
then
stomp
turn.
everything, and it's
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna
just gonna
turn
be.
into shit.
It's just gonna turn into pay to win.
Would you
And
rather have people paying money for emotes, or would you rather have people buying exotic weapons and kicking your ass and being way
Well,
higher level than you and everything?
well, now that you bring that up, that is a very solid point. I'll give you that.
Yeah, see,
But then
like
again, I don't play
mindless stupid shit
Destiny.
like emotes and weapon skins and stuff are completely fine. Like, they don't do anything. They're just fun things that people are willing to spend a little money on. And for some
Yeah.
games, microtransactions are the reason things are free. Like Halo 5, that's why you could actually buy your rec packs with real money, is
Yeah.
because they release all their updates as as pretty much DLC. All their updates are DLC. You're getting an expansion with every update.
I'm pretty sure they just did another update too, because it changed a few things in Warzone.
I didn't know what you were talking about because
Well,
I played and everything was the same.
have you ever come across Prometheans using fucking Mantis mech shit?
Yeah, those are bosses.
Still, it's just like I'd never come across that before.
Those are fucked. I love it.
They just fucking wrecked us. I was just like,
Oh, it's great.
shit.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Uh,
another thing that's going on today. This is Friday, the 23rd, September 23rd. The Rise of
Nice.
Iron raid went live a couple hours ago. I haven't checked in a very long time. I don't know if anyone's actually beaten it yet. I don't know if the world's first group has even been named or if anyone's gotten close. Because the Taken King, I can't remember how long it took. Like, obviously it was a very long fucking time to beat
Mhm.
the raid, but I wonder how it's going in Rise of Iron. Because apparently this new one is very... They had collision in mind when they were making it, which makes me think, well, if they were thinking collision, what kind of shit are we gonna have to solve and figure out and like fight through?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because the Taken King raid was amazing. All basically the raids are what makes the game. That's
I
why
never
everyone
was
loves
a
the game
huge
so
fan of
much.
Destiny, and like if you asked me to explain why, I probably couldn't. But there's just something about it. It just wasn't as fun as
Well, I
it
mean,
should have
you've
been.
only played vanilla.
Well, granted, yes, I've only played vanilla, but it wasn't able to grasp me, and I mean,
Well, vanilla grasped no one when it came out. Oh, no one enjoyed the story. And that's why you got to give the second DLC a download, because then they fix everything.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't say
granted,
everything. They fix a lot of the main issues.
granted, Destiny is pretty cheap right now. I mean,
And I think you can get all of the expansions, all of everything, for the
Really?
full price of the actual vanilla game when it was fresh out.
because I
So you're
think
saying
right now the vanilla game
60
itself
bucks.
is like
Like
12 something.
$12.
Yeah, it's unbelievably cheap.
Yeah, on the marketplace it's like, I think it's $60 for literally everything. The game, like, obviously vanilla, all the expansions, everything that came with the expansions, stuff like that for 60 bucks.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really cool for anyone who wants to be like, all right, look, I'll give it a second chance because I've heard good things, which I highly recommend to give it another chance if you haven't played the Taken King or Rise of Iron, because they do fix a lot of the issues.
They do. So there's.
Oh, they fix a lot of them. There's great story. There's character development.
Oh, finally.
There's
Okay, well,
fantastic weapons and quest lines and loot drops, and there's a lot of things I can't explain right now, and are a lot easier to show you in game, and are a lot of fun.
Well, it
Such
sounds
as the
pretty
Court
awesome.
of Oryx, and yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Um,
I highly recommend.
Well, the other issue is with it too is that with next month coming out with all the games, going and buying an old game, regardless of whether or not I get all the DLC or whatnot, it's not really in the cards.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I think you could get like the 2 expansions that really matter for $40. I can't remember.
And I don't know, I'm just not really. I just never really was interested in it. So that's just my take.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean,
Yeah,
it's one of those things where if you play just the vanilla one, it won't capture you. But now with these 2 last expansions, it's one of those things where it's like, now you can give it a second chance and see how you really feel about it. Because
Well,
they have a lot of brand new stuff, like innumerable things I can't list off.
I might see what I can do to get into that, because part of me really wants to give Destiny another shot. I really do, but at the same time, it's like I was already burned by Destiny, which is why I installed it. Like, I hated that you had to have all this DLC to get anywhere in the game, and that freaking sucked. Back then it did. When it started up, you had to have the Taken King.
They didn't have
you
DLC.
had to have the freaking.
You had to have
stuff.
Taken King to keep going. Well, yeah, that was part of the Taken King.
Yeah, I mean,
you didn't have
really
to have Taken King to get a lot of the Taken King weapons and level up and stuff.
It just really sucked how they required you to get all this DLC, and I'm sitting here like, can I level up and keep going with my freaking stuff right now? What if I don't want to get the DLC? And
yeah,
that's what kind of sucks about it.
You can level up and keep going without it. It's just you'll have to keep playing the same stuff you've played every single time to get anything. So that's why the expansion. That's why it always presses you to get it, because it's like, yeah, you can get a lot of the stuff because it's a year 2 DLC, which means everyone's gonna get levels and weapons and everything from this, but you're not gonna get the full experience without the story and all the quests.
I don't know. I'm saving my money right now for Battlefield. Plus, I need to get a new controller before that drop, or before or around the time that drops, because both mine are pretty broken.
I mean, my money's definitely going toward toward Gears 4. Yeah, Gears 4 and Battlefield 1. I really want Titanfall. I mean, since I got these 2 new students for on the side I teach bass. To make extra money on the side I teach bass. So with this extra money I'm getting on the side, I'm going to use some of this money to get the games I need, get the games I want. And the games I want right now, don't get me wrong, I really want Titanfall 2 because
I'm willing to fucking rent that game.
It made a believer out of me, but freaking Battlefield 1 was just this really just breath of fresh air in gameplay, and I was really digging it. And when the full game comes out, I'm hoping they actually get those issues figured out and stuff like that, which we talked about earlier. Like, I'm hoping they get those issues figured out, and I can't wait to dive into the campaign. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to go back. I want to go back to World War One. It's that feeling of not wanting to be in the future, but wanting to be in the past, and I really can't wait for that. Also, Gears, you know me, man. I'm a huge Gears fan. Been a Gears fan since the first game release. I can't wait for Gears 4, and from the looks of it, it's going to be a pretty kick-ass story. But it could also
they're going to have
suck.
cross-platform between Xbox One console and Windows 10 users.
Yeah.
Well, I think even it's happening with a lot of games these days, though, too.
Well, Microsoft mainly, it's cross-platforming with Windows 10 first, and then I'm pretty sure they're going to spread out with everything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing this out there. PS4 and Xbox One cross-platform.
Well,
will be really great, because then they'd come together and form one network. We wouldn't have to fucking really deal with a stupid-ass console war.
There would.
We can actually talk to our friends that we talked to for like years on 360 that bought PlayStation 4s we haven't talked to since.
Yeah.
No kidding. I'm waiting for that day. I'm waiting for that day because I do have a friend of mine that did go from Xbox to PS4. And he just like sold his Xbox and everything. And I played with him a lot. And dude, I even streamed with him sometimes too. And freaking, I miss him. I really do. And I have him on Facebook. It's not like we're distant. You know, I got him on Facebook and sometimes I hit him up on Messenger. But freaking, I miss playing with the dude, but he's on PS4. He keeps on telling me, dude, get a PS4. Ditch Xbox and go to PS4. I'm like, no, dude, I'm Xbox for life. I'm Microsoft.
Hop off PS4 and switch to Xbox. They're about to kick Sony's ass next year.
Yeah, no kidding.
With
Project
the S.
Scorpio. Yeah, Project Scorpio comes out.
All right.
I mean,
so
S is already out.
Let's start to wrap this up because we started this pretty late.
Yeah.
Last thing of discussion. What do you want to see out of a Sony Microsoft cross-platform? What do you want? What is your dream, I guess, vision of what that would be like?
Oh gosh, you go first, Flack. I got to think about this one.
Well,
what is your vision of what that would be like?
If you're saying Sony Microsoft cross-platform, are you also including,
System OS and everything, like just adding
PC,
friends and stuff?
PC as well. So PC.
Yeah, it can be anything, like legitimate, 100% everything cross-platform. What would be your dream of their cross-platform?
Well,
basically,
my friend who's been an avid PC gamer his entire life swears up and down he's better at shooters than I am. Yeah.
Well, if he gets Gears of War and you get Gears of War, you can prove him wrong.
Yeah, but granted, neither one of us has played Gears before in our lives, so
you've missed out.
It would be kind of a shit show. But we've always wanted to play each other one-on-one on Modern Warfare 2. And
1v1 me fucking Rust, bro.
1v1, fuck that. So it'd be entertaining because he'll have his keyboard. I'll have my controller. Both of us will have our set pieces that we know how to do. We'll be in our home. We'll have our home field advantage. Yet at the same time, it'll finally allow us to see It'll finally give one of us actual bragging rights, which will be hilarious. But and of course, neither one of us will let the other live it down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, Ryan. What are you looking forward to the most?
My dream version of cross-platform play would be, I log on to whatever console I'm playing. I've always played Xbox, so I log on to my Scorpio, and I look on my friends list. I have all of my friends I've had for a long time, and then friends who are on their PlayStations, friends who are playing on their PC, and then let's say our friend Spencer, Joe. Let's say our friend Spencer, he's playing fucking, I don't know,
Elder Scrolls
something
Online? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess let's just do something. Let's say he's playing The Division or Destiny.
Okay.
He's playing one of those two games. Or fuck it, just Destiny. He's playing Destiny. And I sit there and be like, oh cool, I want to play some Destiny. So I invite him to a chat party. He can join the party, we could talk together, and I can join his game, and we could play together. And let's say you, Joe, are playing on PC, and you're like, you know what, I'm in the mood to play some Destiny too. You could also join the party and the game. Basically, everyone is all together under one roof. There is no fucking superiority complex.
And Sony both earned the Nobel Peace Prize award.
Exactly. Like, there's none of this fucking superiority complex, nothing. And I feel like there will still be exclusives, which that's a whole nother thing for another podcast, but yeah, I feel like the number of exclusives would go down.
Yeah, that would.
Because there'd be no point, because everyone would be together under one roof. There'd be no superiority complex. You could play with all of your friends, not just the ones on your specific platform. I don't know. That's just what I think. What do you think, Eric?
Well, kind of how you explained it. I look for unity. I really look for a lot more unity. I mean, even if it's not for PC, even if it's for servers with Microsoft and Sony, like if they could come together and create one network. I really look for a lot of unity to end all the conflict and the head bashing with, well, what's better, this and that. Oh, this and this and this and this and this. Like everybody's like throwing features at each other and all that stuff. They're being kids, like they're being freaking little kids. And I'm sitting here like, why don't we all play the same game? You like how the PlayStation works. You don't like how an Xbox works, so PlayStation just feels natural. Me, I like how an Xbox works. Xbox just feels natural to me. It feels like something I can get around, None of us, we're not going to cross systems, but we can at least meet and be at peace on the same server. And we can still play the same game. Well, maybe not the same game when it comes to exclusives, but a game that's like for all platforms. We could still play that on the same server. We could still be on that, on that balance of peace and unity. So with cross-platform, and I know it's starting with Windows 10, but hopefully, in the near future, it can go over to Sony's servers. I was going to say PS, but
Sony is honestly the only one that's holding it up because both, leaders of Microsoft and Valve have both come out and said, Microsoft said to Sony, well, it's about time for us to end this feud that we have and start up and just allow gamers to play together. And
yeah, exactly.
So
We're all kind of fucking sick and tired of it. Like it'd be nice because the only thing to actually make you want to buy their specific console would be single player exclusives.
Well,
because if a multiplayer game was like, oh, we're just Xbox platform exclusive, that would probably fucking kill them out of everything else.
Yeah. Well, even Valve has come out and said, if Sony's for it, we're for it. And, I'm sure if Nintendo was still really, really relevant.
Nobody cares about
Nintendo. They're just very anti-third party for some reason.
Nobody cares about Nintendo.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them. We'll talk about them next podcast.
Well, yeah, we may have another conversation over just all of this.
About
but
Nintendo, yeah.
Sony is when Xbox came out or Microsoft came out and asked them, it took them over a week to even respond. And basically
even though that's a simple yes or no, which should have been a yes.
And they basically responded with, "It deserves thoughtful. It deserves thoughtful study." And I was like, "Well, that's not really an answer. That's evading." And basically,
that's evading the entire question and saying "fuck you."
Oh yeah.
We'd rather not. Fuck you. We're better.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah. No, that's just stupid.
Yeah. So it's honestly all on Sony's plate right now, whether or not cross-platform will actually start being a thing.
Yeah, I feel like if they lose out to Microsoft in any way, shape, or form, they're like, "Oh, we're thinking about it. That sounds like a pretty good idea." Like, it's all the matter of you have to persuade them with money for them to even consider something that good.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Anyway, we
really
pick up this topic on a later podcast, maybe even next podcast.
Yeah, we'll continue next time. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning into this episode of the XCast. You can follow us all on our personal Twitters. Mine is at Gold to Rust. Our friend Eric's here is at the Bubba Chief. Joe, I don't know what yours is, so you can go ahead and plug that in. At Flat Jacket Joe, or you can follow the entire podcast Twitter, where we post a lot of updates or ask for some topic ideas or even some messages from you guys that we can read off in a future podcast.
Yep.
At _XCast on Twitter.
And especially if you have any ideas or any topics that you want us to look into, we'll definitely take a look into them. But for now, it's Flak Jacket Joe. I'm signing off.
This is the entire rest of the XCast signing off. And have a good one, everybody.
See you guys.